about the 30-yard line. Lebanon had gone to a max protect look, 2 backs in the backfield on either side of Matthew Maynard and trying to throw the out. A pretty safe throw to start the game.
Well, you know, Riverdale starting off the ball game, taking the ball around the 20, and they're driving the length of the field and scoring this touchdown. It's awful important for Lebanon to try to establish some kind of drive right here.
2nd and 10 for Lebanon. Maynard in the gun, no tight end, 3 wide receivers in the game. They fake it inside to the tailback, and the quarterback, Matthew Maynard, burst right up the middle for first down yardage.
Well, that gives you an element right there. You've got that running threat right there with Maynard there at the helm. And, you know, Tommy, we put him in the room to the Wolves last week. He's the backup. He's come in here. He's been called upon with the injury to Silas. And he's coming of age, and he's going to have to.
1st and 10 for Lebanon at their own 30. Matthew Maynard is in the gun. Flanking him, Benford and Jacob Maynard in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers. Give it to Matthew Maynard off right guard. He's pulled down by Verge. Verge, a talented athlete. They play him at defensive tackle. They lined him up at tight end for that touchdown catch a little bit earlier.
Well, he gives that ball inside to Jacob Maynard that time, and he picks up one, but there's not a whole lot he's got there. Just trying to grind it out for what he can get, and that's about all he had.
High formation now for the Blue Devils. Looking at a 2nd down and long. Maynard looks to throw. Throws it out in the flat. Overthrows Fairchild again. Fairchild running the out. Only 2 receivers in the pattern. Crudup was over here. Fairchild on the far side. Again, maximum protection.
Had twins to the right side. Had the corner man-to-man with the wide out. Had a linebacker dropped off on the slot man, and you had the safety dropped off for deep third. So in that particular situation, you weren't going to get a whole lot right there. But if you can get enough cushion where they can cut off the pattern there and get a little gain, that would have been good, but there just wasn't anything there.
Shotgun formation. Maynard at quarterback. Benford stands next to him. The fake it to Benford. Now Maynard's going to take it off right side, and he's not going to get much. Riverdale just collapsed everything on the right side. Maynard slow getting up. He was hit hard. The junior quarterback, he's helped up by Blankenship, and he's kind of giving to an ankle or a knee. He's had some ankle problems earlier in the season. He's our punter, so he's out of the game. Daley Salas is in the game to punt for Lebanon. Twin gunners, left and right. Riverdale has a man deep on about his own 35. Salas puts the foot in it and kicks an end-over-end kick. Going to be handled at the 30. Takes it right back up the hash mark where he is met across the 40 by Lebanon. On the tackle, Sampson. Also on the stop, it looked like DeMarco Hastings. Paul Boykin on the return, 11 yards. Very healthy kick of 37 yards by Daley Salas.
Yeah, Hutto had a shot at him at the 30, but he was pursuing hard, and he couldn't come under control to make the tackle. I mean, it would have been a heck of a tackle if he made it. But that, you know, he was able to cut it up and get another 12 yards on the return.
Riverdale's got it at their own 42. The give is to the halfback and turned around. Elliott Wheat.
Oh, that hit came from Capelina right there.
Was that Capelina at the top of it?
Wheat got him low, and Capelina decapitated him.
You've been working on that one, haven't you? Joey Lee was a running back, lined up at the halfback, and started working to the left. Wheat got him low, and Capelina just bent him over backwards. He picked up 1, and he paid a price for that 1-yard gain. Split receiver comes to the near side for Riverdale. 2 wings, now they send a man in motion. Fake the ball to the fullback, and Smith's throwing deep. He's got a man back there. Caught it. McLean with the catch. He's horse-collared to the ground by Lebanon defensive back Adrian Woods on on the play, 51 yards. Brad Reed, what about it?
Hey, thanks, Tommy. Down here on the sideline, trainer's working with Matthew Maynard right now. I'll have an update here for you in just a second. Looks like that play is going to be called back. Offensive holding on Riverdale. Good. That's a little bit of ease there for the Lebanon defense. They give up the most points in the conference, averaging about 24.8 a game. They really need to buckle down right here and not let Riverdale complete big plays like that.
Riverdale's completion to McLean goes for naught as the big mark off against the Warriors on the hold. And that is a cannonball dodged for Lebanon right there.
Big break right there. Huge break. He was 3 steps behind our deepest defensive back right there. We were toast.
The play fake is what held everybody in place. They've been so successful running the football. They run the play action, and then McLean has a chance to get deep up the field. Riverdale can run. Second down, 17. And Riverdale's going to burn a timeout. They didn't have the formation or personnel just the way they wanted it. So timeout Warriors, 39.1 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 30-second break. This is the Blue Devil Football Network. Ball is spotted at the 35-yard line. 2nd and 17. Smith goes to the shotgun. And a little toss sweep coming around to McLean. He's turned and reversed his field, and now Lebanon tracks him down. Negative on the play. McLean was coming right and had to reverse his field. There was nobody there, and Lebanon had a wall of defenders there.
Well, you had Wheat, you had Capelina, and you also had Cross there. They're staying active here in this first half. They've been all over the field, sideline to sideline, Tommy. They are staying with their nose to the football.
Ball's going to be at the Riverdale 34, 3rd down and 19. Don't let them off the hook. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. After 1, Riverdale 7, Lebanon nothing. We'll take a 30-second break. Take a minute. Take a minute. We'll be back. This is the Blue Devil Football Network.
Gate.
If you hear us, flash your lights a couple of times.
Flash your lights a couple of times. You freebies over there.
There you go.
Through the fence.
There you go. Riverdale looking at a 3rd down and long at their own 34. They fake it. Smith wants to throw, and he overthrows a receiver out in the flat. He had a man, Chris Murphy, running a flag route toward the Riverdale sideline, and it goes incomplete. So Lebanon's defensive front has held. Lebanon has held, and Riverdale will be forced to punt. Kicking for the Warriors will be the young man who did the place kicking. That is Beckwith, Quinn Beckwith. Deep to return for Lebanon is Fairchild, who stands at his own 23. There's the snap. Beckwith gets it away. End-over-end job is going to hit. Fairchild gets away from it. And it rolls dead at the 27-yard line. On the kick, 38 yards by Beckwith. Bob, you got some scores for us?
I do, Tommy. In first quarter, Laverne leading Siegel 7-0 in the first quarter.
Lebanon and Wilson Central were the only 2 teams in Region 4 who were active last week. All the Murfreesboro schools were idle. So they were all at Lebanon Central watching and scouting and getting prepared for later on down the road. Football's at the 27-yard line early in the second quarter. Salas is in at quarterback. We'll need to get a report on Maynard. Salas takes it, fakes it, runs it right up the middle and gets nothing. Brad, do you have a report on the junior quarterback?
I sure do. Just talked with trainer Justin. Mild sprained ankle. He's taped up. He's down here running it off. He's getting ready to get back in the ball game, Tommy.
Bailey Salas has been a little limited in what he could do in practice. In fact, Maynard is back in the game at quarterback. Daly has taken some snaps this week. He is limited in what he can do, though, with his arm. Maynard wants to throw, flips it out in the flat, and just dodged a Riverdale defensive lineman who went flying by. That pass goes incomplete. He kind of pumped and let this guy go flying past him. So second down, it goes to third down now, and 9. Salas picked up a yard on first down. Well, Maynard with that ankle retaped.
That play kind of blew up from the first when you had somebody coming in your face and he had to pump it. Then when you had your man running the out pattern, you threw it about 5 yards short out of bounds. He didn't have a chance for the ball.
Lebanon is going to go trips left, split receiver on the right, and that is Maynard, who is on the line of scrimmage. Matthew Maynard fakes it inside and it drops. And he's lucky to get back on the football. They were trying to fake it inside and let Matthew follow the back up in the hole. The ball came loose, and Verge is right there for Riverdale. So Lebanon with a very unimpressive 3 and out. 10:45 to go in the first half. Maynard in punt formation. Snap is perfect, gets it away. Ooh, almost blocked. The ball takes a Lebanon bounce and will die and be down at the 44-yard line. On that kick, 28 yards, no return. Matthew Maynard on the kick, no return for Riverdale.
Well, we're putting the weight on the defense right here, Tommy. We've got to dig our heels in and try to get the ball back. We got to muster something up on offense, but in the meantime, stop this steamrolling offense of Riverdale's.
Smith is the quarterback. Trey Smith under center. They send a wing back in motion. There was motion in the offensive line. That play will be marked off against Riverdale. Illegal procedure is the call. What a great night for high school football. A little coolness in the air, Bob Lee. It is one of those nights that we've waited for about 7 weeks.
Yeah, this is what football is about right here. You got a little nip in the air. It's cool where you need a jacket, but on the field it's great. You're not overheating down there. This is football weather.
First down and 15. The ball's going to be at the Riverdale 37. Smith under center. Send a man in motion. Give it back to McLean on the inside handoff, and he's got a bunch of yards, and he is finally belted down as Fairchild comes up to make the tackle. Cross is in there, and Oliver comes out, and Carruthers comes in for Lebanon. McLean on the little slice trap is what we used to call it, where you fake the fullback inside and bring the wingback back in motion behind a pulling guard or tackle.
Had a pretty big hole there in the middle, and he was just, once he broke through the line, you had a good isolation on your linebackers there, too, to pick up extra yardage.
Second down and 7. The ball at the Riverdale 42. Toss sweep coming to the near side, and he's knocked down and pulled out of bounds. Fairchild and Adrian Woods combine on the tackle. Joey Lee on the carry for Riverdale, and he paid a price as Fairchild came up and was very physical.
Doing a good job of stringing it out on the sweep there.
They get you going side to side to side to side, and then they try to gash you with that fullback or that midline option where they fake it to the fullback and the quarterback follows him right up the hole. Third down and about 5 to go for the Warriors. They're at their own 48. Shotgun snap. Smith is going to carry it, and he's knocked around and pulled backwards. He's close to a first down.
I don't believe he's got it.
He has been met by a pile of Blue Devil defenders. Lattimore is in there. Dylan Miles, Reese combine on that stop. Reeves. So it's going to be fourth down. We've held them twice here in the first half. It's 7-0 Riverdale. 8:40 to go in the first half, and Beckwith will be in punt formation. Fairchild stands at his own 10. No gunners. They're in tight punt formation. Snap a little low. Beckwith takes it, turns one loose, kind of a wobbler, and Fairchild doesn't catch it. And it's going to roll dead, and it goes in.